Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Winning £17,000 on the chase. The truth about beating a chaser. Before I ever saw the glare of studio lights, before my name was read out by Bradley Walsh or Ben Shepherd, I was just a bloke from Liverpool who loved a good quiz night. Every Wednesday, down at the Rusty Lion, I'd pull up a stool, order a pint, and dig deep into a mental archive built over decades of crossword puzzles, documentaries, and a relentless love for useless facts. I never thought it would lead anywhere. Quiz nights were just fun, a way to show off to my mates and win the odd bottle of wine or meat tray. But after retirement at 65, the pub wasn't enough. I needed a challenge. I needed adrenaline. That's when I decided to apply for The Chase. When I got the call saying I'd been selected, I didn't believe it at first. "You're having me on," I said to the producer. But it was real. Within weeks, I was sitting in the green room at the ITV studios, wearing my smartest shirt and trying not to sweat through it. The chaser was announced. Paul Sinha, the Sinner Man, a quiz titan, a master of trivia and calm intimidation. "Of course it's Paul," I muttered. I was the third contestant in our team of 4. A lovely woman named Yasmin went first, but she stumbled and was caught. Our second player, Tony, got £5,000 and made it back. Solid. Then it was me. I walked up to the podium and shook hands with Bradley Walsh, who was just as funny off camera as he was on it. "Stephen from Liverpool," he grinned. "I bet you know a thing or two about the Beatles," I replied. "Only everything." Laughter. Good start. In the cash builder, I scored £7,000. Clean, efficient, no panics. Then came the offers. Paul offered me a low of £1,000 and a high of £30,000. I paused. I could feel my heart thudding. I wanted to go high, but I also wanted to get back. My teammate had made it with £5,000, no sense getting caught and leaving him alone. I took the £7,000. The head-to-head with Paul was brutal. He was quick, deadpan, focused, but so was I. I matched him step for step. A question about ancient Greek gods gave me the edge. Paul went with Poseidon, I went with Apollo. I was right. I made it back. My teammate Ellie followed, bringing another £5,000. Our final pot stood at £17,000. The final chase was a thing of beauty. We were a good team, complementary strengths. History, literature, pop culture, we had it covered. We scored 20 steps. Paul was good, too good, but he made a few rare stumbles. We pushed back hard, twice. We won with just 3 seconds on the clock. Bradley shouted, the lights flared. I actually cried. That win was my finest moment, but it also spoiled me. Because no matter how cool and calm I looked on TV, I was hooked on the rush. I wanted more, so I applied for more shows. Some said I was crazy. "Stephen, just leave it on a high note." But I didn't want to. The chase, pardon the pun, was addictive. Next up, tipping point. I thought it would be easier. Less pressure. Just questions and timing a coin drop. I couldn't have been more wrong. The tipping point studio was colder than the chase, literally and metaphorically. The vibe was quieter. The lights weren't as dazzling, but the machine, the giant coin pusher, was just as intimidating as any chaser. I got off to a good start. Round 1, answered fast, took control. My tokens pushed a tidy £100. Round 2, disaster. I overthought the timing, dropped 3 tokens straight into dead zones. The machine didn't budge. Ben Shepherd tried to make a joke about coin karma, but I was already sinking. Then I passed. Big mistake. The counter I passed landed square in the magic spot. The next contestant cleared out the shelf and earned $1,250 in one go. She overtook me. I was eliminated. Ben gave me a polite clap. The crew smiled, but I felt humiliated. I'd been on the chase. I'd beaten Paul Sinha, and now I'd been taken out by poor timing and a blinking light. Chapter 5. 1% Club, 99% Frustration. A few months later, my phone buzzed again. The 1% Club, a logic-based show hosted by Lee Mack. I'll be fine, I told myself. I do Sudoku. I love lateral thinking. Out of 100 contestants, I made it through the first 8 questions. 50 people had already been knocked out. I was feeling confident. Then came a pattern recognition question that looked like it had been designed by an evil AI. I froze, changed my answer twice, went with option C. It was option D. Just like that, I was out. With a wave and a nod, I left the stage. No money, no glory, no replay value. I've been on 3 shows now. I've won big and lost painfully. And if there's one truth I've discovered, it's this. The biggest mistake people make on game shows isn't being unprepared. It's not trusting themselves. In my first game, I was confident. I knew my stuff. I played with instinct. I beat Paul Sinha because I didn't hesitate. But on tipping point, I hesitated. On the 1% Club, I overthought it. The lights, the pressure, the idea that millions will watch, these things twist your brain. Suddenly, you're second-guessing what you've known for years. You change your answer. You doubt your drop timing. You play it safe. That's what kills your chance. Not lack of knowledge, lack of confidence. Away from the cameras, I'm still just Steven. I walk around the streets of Liverpool and occasionally get a, "Hey, you were on the chase, right?" I nod, smile, "Beat the center, man," I say proudly. Some of them don't believe it. "You? Really?" "Yep, me." An ordinary bloke who once stayed calm enough to bring back £7,000 and help win £17,000 on national TV. But here's the kicker. It was never about the money. It was about proving something, to myself more than anyone else, that I could still compete. That retirement didn't mean fade out. That an old quiz head like me still had game. So if you're reading this and you're thinking of applying, do it. Fill out that form, take the risk. But when you get there, really get there, remember this. The lights will mess with your head. The hosts are friendlier than they look. The questions come faster than you'd imagine. And you will feel fear. But don't let it rule you. Trust your gut. Trust the years you spent absorbing knowledge like a sponge. Don't play for safety. Play to win. Because when the lights go down and the cameras stop rolling, the only person who has to live with your performance is you. I'm 69 now. Still sharp. Still reading trivia books. Still watching every episode of The Chase and Tipping Point with a notebook in my hand. I've got a little scrapbook with photos from my time on each show. My grandchildren love it. Granddad was on telly. And maybe one day I'll go on one more. Maybe Pointless. Maybe Eggheads. Who knows? But if I do, I'll walk onto that set with a clear head, a steady hand, and the memory of that one perfect day when I outwitted Paul Sinha and felt like the smartest man in Britain. Bradley once asked me after we'd wrapped filming what the experience meant to me. I told him the truth. It's not about being the best. It's about taking your shot. So here's the final question I'll leave you with. One only you can answer.